Babe.
I
No,
told
man.
y'all we wasn't tampering with nothing, man. I told y'all Howie Roseman would mess up like that. I knew for sure he couldn't have did no dumb shit like that. I swear to you, he couldn't have.
Exactly, man. We got lots to talk about on the aftermath. And remember, for every Eagles off season, which is slow as heck, there's always an aftermath. Let's talk about it. What's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome to the aftermath with your boy. Welcome to the aftermath with your boy Cool Cat Connor and the missus. Say hi, babe.
Hi.
Hey, hi. Oh,
Yep.
I'm sorry.
He's
That
here
was
to
wild.
celebrate.
That was wild.
Yeah,
Oh.
my pitch was too hot. My pitch was too hot.
did it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Go
Mrs.
ahead,
Cool
go
Cat
ahead.
is in the house. Say hi, babe.
Yeah, I see. I
Yep.
see. I see.
She's spending
I see.
Father's Day with your boy, so that's why your boy
only right.
was-
Only right. Only right. Only right. Salute.
yeah, spending Father's Day with your boy. My son's with his grandmother, so she's with your boy. So what's up, Smitty Eagle? What up, King DV? What's up, everybody? From your boy Cool Cat Connor. Yes, I'm sorry. Everybody thought there wasn't a show. I was a little bit busy. So what's up, fellas?
We good, bro. It's
I
Father's
was like
Day, man.
messing with.
It did, man.
See, I just like messing with Cool Cat because Cool Cat need to laugh sometimes. You know.
yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. It was just, I've
What you mean
been.
you sorry? Stop saying sorry, bro. Stop saying sorry, man. The people want the food they're gonna eat regardless of what time it is. Stop saying sorry, man. It's busy, man. You're a father. Happy Father's Day to everybody, man.
Yeah,
Everybody in
as
the
y'all
chat,
know, I am a father.
everybody. Happy Father's Day. You know, to everybody. You know, especially the people that's in their children's lives, man. You know, not the one that's just using a tool to produce. You know, you got to be a part of the children's lives too, to upbringing. So,
Right.
Happy Father's Day to the real ones.
Yep, to the real one. Salute to everybody, man. Hey guys, looking good. Yep. Hello. What up, Bet on Yourself Media? Yeah, guys. Just because it's a slow Eagles news day, don't think we ain't gonna be live to give y'all some aftermath.
Hey, Richard, man. Look, man, you my old head, man. Like, I'm about to make another Facebook channel, Facebook profile. Like, you don't even know my channel though. You're not following me.
What's good, family?
What's
We
good?
used to talk all the time. We used to talk all the time via the voice messages, man, on Facebook.
Yep.
Like, yeah, you used to see questions
Salute
and
to
stuff. Like, you used to ask me
man.
questions.
Yep. Salute to everybody. And also send us questions, man. It's always good to get questions from you guys, man, especially on the aftermath. So, yeah, let's talk about the legal tampering that the Philadelphia Eagles, was supposed to get. And that is, we didn't get fined. We didn't get suspended. Nothing happened to us, as y'all know. And the Atlanta Falcons got a bunch of stuff. So, Smitty, talk about it.
Man, I told y'all the first day it dropped, I was like, it's no way Howie Roseman, master of mastermind, went out there and did something that foolish and tampered. We've gotten plenty of top stars to come to Philadelphia since Howie Roseman has been at the helm of the GM. We've never had a fumble where we got tampering. Like, we've never been in one of those allegations. You know what I'm saying? You see a team like the Falcons, they desperate. You can expect tampering. You know what I'm saying? You seen the Dolphins before, when they was trying to get Tom before Tua. They were desperate. They had the talent, didn't have the quarterback. So, you know what I'm saying? They was looking for some, the teams that's tampering are desperate, man. And I didn't think Howie Roseman was that desperate for a running back. Seeing that we don't already pay running backs, I thought it was a little fishy that we would just all of a sudden say, you know what, we're going to do everything we can to tamper with Saquon when we had Swift at our hands where we could have easily paid him and brought him back. I just didn't think, the tampering seemed legit. And I was just waiting. And every week, it got longer than last week. I was like, DB, what happened to the news? Like, they must can't find nothing. They must be looking and can't find nothing. But as you see, they found Atlanta guilty. You know what I mean? They took them boys for a little cash and a pick. You know what I mean? So I'm glad to find out that we weren't tampering. You know what I'm saying? We weren't in litigations where we were talking to Saquon. You know what I'm saying? I want our organization to keep some type of fundamentals where we are stand up, man. No matter how you portray the fan base or whatever. You look at the Eagles organization, man. We are one of those organizations that stand behind our players. If you are valued as a player in the Philadelphia Eagle Philadelphia Eagle organization, going back to the early 70s, bro, you are always valued and paid. You're taken care of. You know what I'm saying? It didn't just start happening with Howie Roseman. So I wanted to keep that. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to keep our face clean. You know what I'm saying? Keep Howie resume clean. We don't need tampering. We ain't trying to give up no picks or no money. We need all eyes. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get back from a bad season. And I think it's gonna be real interesting, now that we clear that, let's see what else they cook up for the Eagles, man, in the media fan base to try to get something stirred up. Because you didn't succeed with the tampering. Let's see what you get next.
Yeah, Smith King.
You don't even know who you talking to right now, man.
Again, I've been on and off today. My lady is here, y'all.
No. Why you keep showing her? She don't want to keep being shown. Cool cat.
She ain't got nothing. She ain't got nothing to do. She ain't got nothing to do with what you do.
She is on the phone, just chilling. You keep showing her my lady. I get it, bro. Like, I get it. Happy Father's Day. Listen.
They can hear you, by the way.
So what?
Listen.
She told you to calm down. That's what she said. Calm down, good sir.
Here we go.
I am not nervous.
Cook him up.
Yes, you are. You know me.
Stay out of there.
Damn, he nervous.
It's one of them days. Go ahead, King. Go ahead,
listen.
King. It's one of them days.
The great Sean Carter once said, they pray and pray on our downfall, but every time we hit the ground, we bounce up like a round ball. That's what he said. So since the allegations became to the point where they couldn't find anything on the Philadelphia Eagles against Saquon, Giants fans has been salty. I walked outside of my house. I lied to y'all not. I walked outside my house. I have a friend that's a Giants fan. We're supposed to be going to Giants games. Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles games 2 years straight. Two stop, yo! I'm not trying to laugh today.
Okay, go ahead. You don't want to make me laugh.
I'm trying, bro.
I'm trying to talk Eagles, bros. I'm trying to talk Eagles.
Yeah, bro. I can't help that. It's funny, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
If y'all go left, I'm gonna go left. Like I know me. But anyway,
just keep going.
Gonna step outside. I have a Giants fan saying that we stole players from them. We stole Devontae Smith from them. AJ Brown was supposed to be a Giant. Saquon Barkley wasn't happy, so we picked him up. You know, we picked up a couple of Giants players, and I'm like, yo, you really believe that? You really believe what you're saying, right? We already know that you was going to pick up Devontae Smith, so we traded up with the Dallas Cowboys, out of all people, Dallas Cowboys, to pick up Devontae Smith. Now, with that being said, this whole situation with Saquon Barkley, I didn't believe it, but the only reason why I was like hesitant is because it's the Philadelphia Eagles at the end of the day, and I feel like that Philadelphia always get punished, man. Like, look, I'm a Philadelphia sports fan, and the thing that I know is that Philadelphia sports teams get punished. They get punished.
Yes, they do.
Oh, with that being said, I was excited when they came out saying that they didn't have no evidence. I was excited. I didn't think that Howie Roseman did anything. It wasn't on Howie Roseman from the jump for me. It was more so on Saquon Barkley, Penn State, one of Penn State's coaches, and basically his manager. Like that's what it was on. And I feel like that the right decision was made. And now you got the Giants fans basically saying that, you know, they cheating, you know, this is what it is. We want to be the Giants. I heard that too. We definitely don't want to be the Giants because the Giants. Never mind. Anyway, it's crazy out here in the streets of Philadelphia, and one of my neighbors and two other people said that we want to be the Giants.
Hey, Jigga, he tried to be relevant and didn't even get his relevance. Dang, ain't that crazy?
Exactly.
Ain't that right, DP? Look.
Why am I not looking at? Why am I not seeing none of Jigga's stuff? I'm not seeing none of Jigga's stuff.
Oh man, for real?
I'm dead serious. I'm not seeing none of that.
I got it right here.
I understand that. I understand you posted it up, but on my StreamYard, I'm not seeing Jigga's stuff. I normally see it.
Oh. Yeah. Richard says, I have Giant fans hating big time. Of course, Giant fans are mad because they want to be the Philadelphia Eagles. Plus, they live in New Jersey. We live in Philly. They want to be the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's just be real with the Giants. They want to be the Philadelphia Eagles. So bad, it's not even funny. They want to be the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's see. That's why I came to you.
Hey, Jigga, I will never block you, bro. I will never block you off of a player, bro. We all Eagles fans, dog. You got the right to voice your opinion on my channel. I would never block you. I would never do that. But you're not the only person I'm not seeing. They posted somebody else up here, and I ain't seeing them either. The last person I see is Jinx Wolf. And that's 806.
Man.
That's the last person I see.
You might be fried. Yeah, it's a lot after that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't see anybody else.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Your StreamYard is acting up.
You gonna put it up again? Cool Cat, really?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
My bad, bro. That's the only comment I got. That's the only comment.
But with the Saquon Barkley thing, I feel like that the Giants is just mad that our team just got better, especially because we added a new team. I mean, the New York Giants offense to our offense. So they kind of pissed off. And I get it.
I know.
They was praying. No, listen, they was praying for us to get penalized.
But it wasn't. Listen, the problem with it is you was praying for us to get penalized and you wasn't going to get nothing out of us getting penalized.
They wasn't, but they was
goofy.
They was going to be able to laugh.
You just want to do it so you could be like, oh yeah, the Eagles tampered with him. That's why he got took from us.
Yeah,
that's lame.
Exactly, man. Giants will be the Giants. So what's your thoughts on the Falcons getting penalized since we talked about the Eagles part?
I mean, hey, they got caught guilty. I mean, they did what they did. They should have. I mean, listen, like I said when I was talking, they're desperate. They've had Desmond Ridder, Marcus Mariota, and Taylor Heineke over the last 3 years. I mean, they need a quarterback as bad as yesterday. So, I mean, to see that they tampered, I mean, they really didn't get hit bad. What was it, 5th and 250,000? Like, that's nothing. I mean, that's nothing for them. I mean, oh well. You're gonna get all that to not win a Super Bowl. You're gonna get tampering for what? I can see why Miami tampered with Tom. I don't see why they tampered with Kirk. What's good, man?
Yep. Smitty, your thoughts on the Falcons?
Smitty, you was just talking to Smitty.
Yeah, King, you're talking to King. King.
I'm not switching.
I know. King.
Bro, I love you, bro.
I love you too, bro. You know that.
I feel like this, right? It's a shame that Kirk Cousins gotta go through what he gotta go through. Because they asked Bijan Robinson recently on an interview about how the locker room was when they drafted the rookie behind Kirk Cousins. And I just feel like Kirk Cousins is not going to be there that whole tenure. And y'all went through this, lost a pick, lost money for nothing. For nothing, because I feel like that Kirk Cousins is going to be one of those quarterbacks that's going to have a vacancy filled. You know, he's going to fill a vacancy.
What's gonna kill him is if he don't come out and perform like he did before, because I mean,
right.
he is coming off a major injury.
Now,
like an ACL.
Of course, he had a chemistry with Justin Jefferson. We don't know how he's gonna do with the tight end, the wide receiver, Bijan Robinson. We don't know what we're gonna see out of these guys. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, the tight end became a trade bait for the Atlanta Falcons, you know. But I do got a question. If we're talking about the Atlanta Falcons, we got to go here because it been brought to my attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
After we found out that we was clear of all tampering, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at my brother Smitty. I'm looking at Smitty when I ask this question. How do you feel about the rumors, I should say, allegedly, the Atlanta Falcons is looking as the trade partner for James Bradbury?
That's cool. That's all good. Hey, listen, man. Listen. If the Atlanta Falcons management is listening, right? James Bradbury is a good locker room piece, man. He's gonna fit in with all the people, man. He's gonna give you everything you need, right?
Sell it. Sell it.
He is a great veteran for your locker room. If you play zone defense, he will get you some good coverages. While he was here in his tender as a cornerback too, I will say that he performed at his highest ability. And if you were to trade for him, you will not be upset. You will be very happy. A very wonderful human being will be brought to your team, and he will uplift your locker room. He will give you leadership qualities that nobody else could. He will get you through bad seasons. He is a great piece for your team.
Yo, hey, bro, you sound like an AT&T rep. You sound like somebody that's trying to get somebody in to take him off our hands. I get it. Cool Cat, what you think about it?
Falcons, if you want James Bradbury, is real simple. What you gonna give us?
No, you ain't gotta give us nothing, man.
Ryan, we'll give you James Bradbury an extension.
We'll give you a pick
for a ham
What pick?
sandwich.
We'll give you a seventh next year if you take him. We'll give you something for him. We don't got to give us nothing. We'll pay you to take him.
For me, just if the Falcons want to deal with James Bradbury and that mess, go right ahead and take him. Hey,
you can't see the comments, DV. Dang.
I can't.
You
So
gotta
now
put
I
that
don't know
last
what's
one
going on.
of
Cool Cat got it like.
I approve that message. Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
Hey, at the end of the day,
no. We all on the same page. We
yeah.
all on the same page.
Yep.
But
Go ahead.
Oh, I
It
sold
all
him better than you ever thought I could, huh?
Listen. This boy sounded like one of them commercials that come on YouTube when you don't pay for premium. He sounded like one of those commercials that come on YouTube when you don't pay for premium.
Hey, you looking for James Bradbury? You need a cornerback too? Call the Eagles. We're ready to deal. If you need a cornerback, veteran mentality,
So
all pro bowler, call the Eagles. We have a cornerback. You know, he's ready to play. He's conditioned. He's ready to go, man.
Hey, bro, what he specializes in?
Zone defense. If you play zone defense, call us. We'll get him right in there for you. He'll pass all of the necessary requirements to make it. We're good. Call us.
Hey, teams, whoever watching this, his cons is he don't tackle.
No.
I'm not even going to tell y'all what someone is.
You can't give him none of that. You gotta say that fast. You gotta say it like this. Warning.
Oh no, you're right. Like an infomercial, like medication. Like yeah. So, hold on. Side effects is
me.
can't tackle. And other side effects is he's a BITCH and it's a lot going on with Bradbury, man. But look, if they take him off our hands, if we get a pick for him, we good.
Yeah. Let's see. Better call Smitty.
Call me. I'll call Howie. I'll make sure that this.
Don't call Smitty. Don't call Smitty because Smitty gonna make sure.
Hey,
Somehow,
listen, DV. I got the slogan. I got the slogan. Call Smitty. I'll make sure the deal is good for you.
Listen. You gonna make sure we get that damn tight end.
Hey, I'm gonna try to wiggle him out of there. But no bullshit.
Again, there's too much going on.
What?
Nothing. You see, he's gonna wiggle it out. You see, he's gonna wiggle it out of there. That's what I was saying. Side effects is he can be toasted from.
Hey, man! Listen, man. Hey, look, you can't give him all the fault.
Hey, Rich. We try to get rid of him. Him and Kenny. I think him. Out of our roster right now, him and Kenny Pickett is the ones that we're trying to get rid of. I think Kenny Pickett.
It's like trying to sell a car, DV. You said when the car salesman trying to sell you the car, he ain't gonna tell you that when you get up to 60 miles an hour, it got a little shake to it. He ain't gonna tell you all that.
No,
he ain't gonna tell you all that. He ain't gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? When you going light to light, that the gas mileage drop a whole lot more than when you're on the highway. He ain't gonna tell you all that. He ain't gonna tell you sometimes the AC when you're running for too long, it stop blowing cold air for about a few minutes until it re-defrosts. No, he ain't gonna tell you that. He ain't gonna tell you that.
Kevin says, I feel like this is gonna be the year he balls out again.
Hey Kevin, I like your optimism, but truthfully, we drafted 2 cornerbacks, bro.
What?
2 cornerbacks, and then we also signed Tyler Hall. Isaiah Rodgers been on the roster. He was on the roster last year. You know, he just didn't play. You know, we got players, and then Avonte Maddox signed. He got cut and then signed for cheaper. You know, we got a DB room that's better than a James Bradbury. That
Did you just bring up?
he's
Avonte
great.
Maddox?
He's great.
Did you just bring up
When-
Avonte Maddox?
Listen,
I literally
Smitty.
turned my camera off to handle some business in the background, and you bring up Avonte Maddox. See this?
No,
see,
listen.
this type of unnecessary
Smitty,
harassment that I'm not
Smitty,
that
you
I'm
can't
not
do
in
this.
the mood for. Listen,
not today.
listen,
Not today.
listen. You know what?
Not today.
You know what? This is
It's
the
Father's Day.
unnecessary harassment Smitty don't need. I'm trying to get rid of James Bradbury. You throw Avonte Maddox on me? Come on, dog. You gotta do
Bro.
me. You gotta do me better
Bro.
than that.
Bro. One question. You are Parker, defensive back coach. You are Vic Fangio, defensive coach. If you had a choice, and you can't say neither, Bradbury or Avonte Maddox.
You can't give me three? You can't give me three?
No.
I need
Bradbury-
a third, bro. I need a
No,
third.
no, you
bro.
don't. No, you don't.
Eli
No, you don't.
Ricks? Eli Ricks
No.
could be the third.
No. Bradbury or Avonte Maddox. Right now, if one had to go, who would you want to go?
3,
One of them two.
2.
No. Yeah.
I'm only counting down because I know what
Count down,
Smitty
count
gonna
down.
say. I know what Smitty gonna say. So
Bradbury or
That's
Avonte Maddox.
nasty, dog.
It's not. It's really not.
I know what
It's really
Smitty's gonna
not.
say. Go ahead, Smitty.
It's
Say
really
it.
not.
James Bradbury, man.
Because this is why
You're
No,
supposed to give me a third. You got to give me a third
No,
option. That
I
wasn't
can't.
fair. You
I
choose
can't.
the listen. You choose the two DBs I dislike the most.
Exactly. But listen,
But you already know I dislike James Bradbury more than Avonte Maddox. Avonte
Right.
Maddox isn't performance; it's injury.
right. So if he gets injured, right, you still got guys that can go into that situation that can make a play. I'd rather have Bradbury can't tackle downhill, which I think Avonte Maddox can, but he's going to get injured trying to doing it. That's the only thing. He would do it, but he would get injured possibly. He would get injured.
Yeah, we got some stuff. Mitchell won't see the field with Ringo and Rodgers ahead of him, even if we get rid of both our dinosaurs.
What?
Hey, Jigga.
Yeah,
Hey, Jigga.
Mitchell.
What?
Sometimes
He
you
said
can't listen to
both dinosaurs. He said plural, so he talk about two or more. So that means he could be.
I know where Jigga at with it, man. He wants Slay out of here. I get it.
I was
get
just
it,
trying
bro.
to.
I got it, bro. I got it. I know Jigga, man. Jigga is trying to push my damn buttons. That's what he's trying to do. Slay is not getting out of here until next year. Next year, we can have this conversation. Until then, I think Slay is going to be the starter on that side. It's just trying to figure out who's going to be the starter on consistently on the opposite side of Slay. That's where I'm at with it. I don't think that Slay is going to not start unless he get hurt. Knock on wood, because I don't want Slay to get hurt. But knock on wood, if he gets hurt, like I said before on Inside the Nest, or whatever, I'm okay with the secondary. The Kansas City Chiefs beat us with a young secondary. They beat us with them, so I'm okay with the secondary. If Slay get hurt,
secondary didn't do nothing though. The secondary got cooked.
not really, because if you take listen,
That was probably Jalen's second best game that season, bro. Let's be real.
bro,
He put up like what 300 and something yards passing.
Jalen Hurts had 3 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, but 300 of those yards got him into touchdown zone though. Most of those were a little close. Look at his rushing yards. His rushing yards wasn't really that crazy. He had like what 70 yards, 68 yards.
I understand. You know, I'm not saying that
They corners
Kansas City
didn't
got
beat
the
us,
best.
man. James Bradbury.
I'm not saying with the rookies they had
James-
the greatest,
James Bradbury
the greatest
beat us.
secondary.
DV. James Bradbury beat us.
I heard you, bro. I heard you.
If he wasn't trying to give out friendly hugs in the middle of the game, we would be sitting here with a trophy.
This is what we doing. Come on, bro. Like
he tried to.
Bro, Smitty. No, I'm calling you out. You can't have an infomercial about Bradbury.
Nah,
and then
man.
sit up there and say
we gonna cut him anyways. If y'all don't trade for him, we gonna cut him anyways, and y'all can get him for cheaper anyways. It don't really matter.
And that's another thing, Richard. I'm happy you said that. I would rather keep Avonte Maddox because we have a Cooper DeJean. I'd rather do that. I think Cooper DeJean. Listen, you can sip all you want. Listen, listen to me. I think Cooper DeJean is following the leadership of CJ Gardner-Johnson, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Let's see. Bradbury.
Oh man, here we go.
Bradbury cost us the Seahawks game too.
Hey, Philly, you
right. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Go to the next one.
Jalen and Bradbury gave us 7, so they both are at fault. What Jalen you talking about? What Jalen?
Y'all know what Jalen he talking about? Y'all know what?
Wait. You
I do. That's why I said. That's why I said what.
Yes, come on, Twiz.
So you really believe? No. Because it seems like Smitty is in agreement.
What? Hold on. What?
Smitty like in agreement of Jalen. I'm not talking about Bradbury.
Huh?
I'm not talking about Bradbury. I'm talking about Jalen.
No. He gave up 7. He didn't give up the game.
They were up.
Now, hold on. Wait. Jigga said keep it a buck.
That.
Hold on. Let me keep it a buck. Let me keep it a buck. So yes, he gave up 7, right? But then he initiated 2 drives following those 7 that continued and extended leads and took us into halftime 24-14. He came out of halftime and the defense gave up what? 7? Right off the rip. We down to 3. Jalen Hurts did everything imaginable in that second half to keep us in the game. We was down 20. Hold on, we was down 27-35 in the fourth quarter. Jalen went right down the field, 6, and then he called his own number and said, "Give me 2." So if you're gonna give that man the same amount of blame as James Bradbury, you gotta be kidding me, Jigga. You gotta be kidding me. Listen.
I'll be back. I want to see these comments.
This is Jalen Hurts, right? This is Jalen Hurts' amount of the fault, right, in that game, right? And this is James Bradbury. You see? Jalen Hurts, James Bradbury.
Oh, I can see the comments now, bro.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
See, all you had to do was pop in and pop out. Well, there you go.
Yeah, man.
Listen,
I'm sorry,
Bradbury. If James Bradbury don't get a holding call, Jalen Hurts get another opportunity to answer.
If he had that opportunity, it'd be a whole different conversation.
See what I'm saying? So you can't say they got the same amount of fault to me. In my eyes, you can't give them the same amount of fault because Jalen Hurts put us in a position to win the game. He left the field, tie ball game. Defense, get me a stop.
If it wasn't
off the field and win.
If it wasn't Jalen Hurts that made us win this ball game, it definitely would have been Jake Elliott. Definitely.
Bruh, if we get this, listen, if I'm not mistaken, that was what, 3rd down, was it not?
Facts. It was.
So we get a stop there. They got to come out and kick a pretty long field goal. If they make it, they up 3. But if they miss it, we get the ball 1:30, 2 timeouts. I got a very vivid imagination that we win that game. Just me
I know
personally.
we win that game.
It couldn't stop Jalen, bro. Jalen was doing what he wanted to. The only reason I don't know what happened with that fumble, but I don't blame environmental catastrophic whatever happened, right? I know why he fumbled that rock. I have never spoke on it, but I know why. The field being wet, that means the ball was wet on exchange. That means it's slippery. Things happen, but that should never happen, right? If you give Jalen Hurts a minute and 30, 2 timeouts, game on the line, my synopsis is the Eagles walk away with the Lombardi Trophy, but we lost.
If you look at, if you pay attention, because Smitty, me and you, we talked on Wednesday, we both rewatched this Super Bowl so many times. Even though we already know the outcome is going to make us pissed, we watched it multiple times.
No, I didn't.
Smitty, listen.
Watched it twice. The first time, and then
a few times, couple times. Let's say a couple times.
I've watched it twice.
I watched
Only
it 3
twice.
times.
I couldn't even watch it again.
I watched this
every time I get to that play, and I love it.
I watched it. Smitty, I watched it 3 times. The whole game, both teams were holding each other. They couldn't keep up with Smitty. They was holding Smitty. They couldn't keep up with Juju. We couldn't keep up with Juju for some reason.
Kevin, I agree, Kevin.
We were holding Smitty. I mean, holding Juju, right? They weren't calling it. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have called it because it was the right call. But if you're going to call it there, call it the whole game, period. Call it.
But bro, I'm not even mad at them not calling the holding.
I'm mad. Yes,
you know what I'm mad at? My defense letting Patrick Mahomes come out of the second half with a half a freaking leg, and go perfect. Perfect.
Man, come on, man. Patrick Mahomes went on the block, got some perks, and he.
Hey, look, that's cool. That's cool that he had perks. You let him go perfect. Perfect. He didn't miss a pass in the second half. Why do you
think that though? Why do you think that though?
Because Jonathan Gannon did not adjust. He didn't change. He didn't move coverage.
See?
He didn't do anything different. He was like,
you said
he got 73 sacks. We should be able to get Patrick Mahomes the same way we got everybody else. No,
I'm happy you said that.
No,
I'm happy you said that because a lot of people don't. They say the James Bradbury hold and all that, but they don't think like, okay, well, we had 70 plus sacks the whole season. The NFC Championship, we took not 1 but 2 quarterbacks out, right? We like, yo, this is in our favor because Patrick Mahomes ain't see a threat like this, pressure wise, and we couldn't get any pressure on them. Period. That was the downfall of the Philadelphia Eagles in that Super Bowl. I don't give a damn about no damn Jalen Hurts fumble. I don't give a damn about no damn James Bradbury hold or anything like that. The downfall was we could not get to the quarterback.
Listen,
period.
The reason I don't think the fumble really affected. I mean, yes. Did it hurt us? Yes, because it's the difference between being 21-7, 14-14, right? Obviously, it wasn't the outcome of that drive that we wanted, right? But it didn't turn the tide of the game. They still weren't able to effectively get a drive going the remainder of that first half. They did not get another point. Not another one. Not a single one. Jalen Hurts literally went down 2 times. He scored, then he got a field goal. Like 2 drives where he went crazy. And then you turn it around. And in the second half, y'all said, you know what? We've been effective this way. The first half, we're going to continue it in the second half. There was no adjustment. When you seen, even though we were able to stop them in the first half, there was no blitz. There was no change up. Man, when I would have seen Buddy hopping off the field, talking about almost screaming about his ankle, the next play, the first play of the third quarter, I'm coming. Pause.
Miss Ash,
Everything I got.
Miss Ash, I did see that whole 60-minute thing, and he did evolve a lot, you know, to the point where we get the Jalen Hurts that we all believe in. We all believe in as Eagles fans. Outside of us, don't believe in Jalen Hurts. That's why I posted what I posted on Twitter, basically saying, "Look,
I don't think
show
that's
them,
true. I don't think
show
that's
them
true,
what."
DV.
What?
I don't think that's true. You know what I think it is?
Hmm.
I think they realize they wrong and they don't want to be wrong. So they doing everything they can. All the people that's like, man, Jalen Hurts not that good, man. He really not a quarterback. They said it. They said it in 2021, DV, and then the last 2 years they've been like, dang, man, this man really showing out, man. God, dang, man, I can't come out and change it now. It's like one of those situations where you like, I want to tell people he good, but if I say it, then you know what I'm saying, people gonna call me out for what I said before. So I rather keep my image as him being bad and just hope that eventually it turns out he bad than say he good.
You know why? You know why I hate the fact that Howie Roseman is so good in the offseason? Because what they're gonna do is use that against Jalen Hurts.
How much help does he need?
They're gonna use that against Jalen Hurts.
Oh my God, they got Saquon, they got AJ, they got Devontae,
and all that. But they not taking it into consideration that we lost Fletch, we lost Kelsey. They both retired. BG's about to retire. It's a question mark at right guard right now from the fans. You know, they got, especially Stoutland, got a good, you know, insight of who he wants to go with as of right now, but he want to make sure, especially throughout training camp, he wants to make sure that that's the guy that he want to go with as a starter. But they not considering all the changes that Jalen Hurts had to go through or anything like that. They're looking at it as Saquon Barkley's on the team. It's going to make it easier for Jalen Hurts. They're going to do this. I'm telling you that now.
DV, that's the problem though. I hate the narrative, right? It makes it good for Jalen, but it doesn't change anything for Saquon. Like, explain that to me, bro. Somebody please explain how Saquon coming to the Eagles helps Jalen Hurts, but Saquon coming to the Eagles doesn't help Saquon with being next to Jalen Hurts, with being behind this offense, with the receivers we have. Like, how does it not propel him also? I don't understand the one-sided argument, bro. It really drives me crazy because I be looking, I'm like, are y'all really serious? Like, so it only helps Jalen. It doesn't help anybody else. I don't get it.
It does. It helps everybody.
No, I ain't talking about us, DV. I ain't talking about us. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
I want them to explain it to me how the narrative can switch like that.
Bro, they would never explain it to you. That's what I'm saying. They would never do it.
Like it doesn't benefit. It doesn't benefit the other people on the roster that Jalen Hurts is here. He's a dual threat. It just benefits Jalen that they're here.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Because they acting like Jalen Hurts is that Ravens quarterback. That Ravens quarterback that won the Super Bowl with Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, and all of them. They feel like that. Well, who was that? Trent Dilfer? Yeah. They looking at Jalen Hurts that's him. Whereas like Jalen Hurts is for the past.
Shakita
Been our whole offense. What's going on, Shakita?
Hey,
Nephew sleeping. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, that's how they're looking at Jalen Hurts, and I'm not standing for it because Jalen Hurts is very talented to the point where he got us wins himself, man. Like I always go back to 2022 when we were against Doug Peterson in the Jacksonville Jaguars. Shout out to Trevor Lawrence for getting the bread, but I don't think he deserved it. That's another
Right.
story for another day.
Mhm.
But we were down 14-0. Jalen Hurts said, "Nah, bro. Like, we gonna win this game." He scored 7 points himself, drove us downfield, scored another 7 points, and then we made it a game. We made it a game. The Buffalo Bills game last season, we don't win that game without Jalen Hurts. We
No
don't.
way.
In the words
way.
of BG, they don't know Jalen like I know Jalen.
That too.
Hey,
Still,
look,
that too.
I put it in- you see I put it in
2022
the
coach
intro.
game.
You see, hey, look, you see, I put it in the intro. 'Cause I know the hate coming. I
It's
know
coming, though. Pause.
Pause.
It is. Though. It is.
Oh.
It is though. It is. We already know. We already know.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, like, Jalen Hurts is a one-on-one, man. Like, you know, we got a great quarterback, and we really got to, like, you know, and I think majority of it is Philadelphia sports media basically trying to big up Kenny Pickett
Of course they
and
do.
trying to make him like, oh, he's having a good off season, great mini camp.
He's
Yeah,
having
that
this.
that was his own manager, bro.
I know who it was. I know who it
Goofy.
was, but the whole
He
thing,
trying to
the whole
get
thing,
him traded.
we need to get him out of here.
They know
And-
he ain't gonna play. He like, oh, let me put out that he playing well so they can pick him up.
He definitely not. He definitely not.
No people.
Jalen Hurts is not going to get. Saquon Barkley is in the backfield with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts would not get hurt this season at all.
What the media needs to do is basically look at these photos and video of Jalen Hurts with Brandon Graham. With Brandon Graham, of all people, and they had their little hype video, which we're going to say, and Jalen Hurts via his Instagram says, "The last dance. Let's go out with a bang, old man." With Brandon Graham, of all people. That
They
should
finna fight a little harder, man. I think. Listen, I know Jason is love, but Jason didn't really announce his retirement. You know what I mean? We didn't know. We kind of was in
come
limbo.
on, y'all.
I feel like you know Brandon Graham going out. You really didn't know Fletch was going out. It's different when you know Unc leaving the locker room. When you know what I'm saying? You prepare all season to be like, hey, look, we finna do everything we can. Like, yeah, we you assume you want to play hard because you don't know if the other two leaving, but it's different when you know. It's different when you know. I think this season right here gonna be special, man. At least I'm hoping it is. They always be here, play here, and the front office takes care of them. Yeah, we do. You got quiet? Yes, Stu. I mean, he a prime candidate to get traded over there, ain't he? I mean, I would assume the Raiders would come knocking. I mean, but they do got Gardner Minshew. They do got Aiden O'Connell. So I don't know. But if they do need one, I mean, we definitely do a service. You know what I'm saying? I can put out another infomercial if necessary for Kenny Pickett also. You know what I mean? If that's what's necessarily needed. But I think we're in a good spot, man. I really do. But we value backup quarterbacks, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him stay either. So I ain't gonna say nothing crazy, but I wouldn't be surprised if somehow Kenny Pickett survived this season, at least this season. We will keep a backup quarterback. That is one thing that the Eagles will do. They do like to keep the backup because we won the Super Bowl off the back of a backup. So I can understand why they would want to. I don't know what happened to everybody's internet. Jesus. But, you know what I mean? I'm ready to see this secondary, man. I'm really ready to see this secondary. I think we moving in the right direction. What happened? I don't know. We'll be, cool. Gotta be back. But I'm ready to see the secondary, man. I think we made some mass improvements. I think we got some guys in the secondary that's ready to, dog it out, ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? Ready to prove themselves as commodities of the NFL, ready to do some things, you know what I'm saying, to upgrade this defense. You got a guy in Ringo who didn't perform well last year, who's ready to step up. You got Isaiah Rodgers, who was suspended for a year, who ready to come in and add quality minutes to this secondary. And then you get Quinyon Mitchell, you get Cooper DeJean, you got Reed Blankenship, who trying to make up. CJ Gardner-Johnson, who played 6 games last year, he trying to come in and make up. I think you got a lot of things that really could really move this secondary to a new level, right? And then you look at it and it's like, I think everybody can. As I was just going to say that you took it before I ran with it. I think everybody can give valuable minutes to the secondary, whoever's on the roster, right? I think you got 5 or 6 guys who you truly trust to put out on that field, and we don't worry about it. And just cornerbacks. I'm not even talking about safety room. Just cornerbacks. You got 5 or 6 guys that you can put out there that you trust, that the level of productivity won't fall off a mass amount, right? You're in a great spot. And when I was looking at the hype video, which he said Cool Cat said we was gonna watch soon, right? It's like I could feel the energy. I feel them following what you know what I'm saying, CJ Gardner-Johnson doing. I could see that he got them under the wing. I could see that things are moving in a great direction, right? We looking at it from a small lens, but from the big lens is like the energy we lost last season when CJ left out of this room is back, right? But he's more mature with the same energy, so he's able to control himself, but also he's able to give the energy as a mentor. If you look at like 3 or 4 of the reports from camp, he was literally on dude's head, like, "Hey man, you can't drop those picks, you can't do that." And it's not that he's being harsh or he's being hostile. He's instilling something in you. So when the season comes, that voice, that sound is in the back of your head. It's telling you, hey, we need to execute. We have to perform. We have to come out. We have to do everything at 1,000%. And I really like the way this secondary is headed in. And I think we got some very, very we were very proactive in the off season to fix our biggest weakness last year.
I feel like that with the Vic Fangio signing and our secondary being as deep as it is, Paul's right now, I feel like we're treating the secondary as we treated the front 7 of 2022. I think it's going to be a heavy rotation. I think that you know, a lot of quarterbacks is going to have to see different looks from especially that side that we had trouble with all last season. We're going to show different looks. Isaiah Rodgers, Quinyon Mitchell, they're going to show different looks on that side. Cooper DeJean in the slot or Avonte Maddox, whoever's in the slot, it's going to show different looks. I think that's where they bake it on right now, because that's where Vic Fangio defense thrive at. And I think that, they're trying to prep these guys to be ready for that, because this is a passing league now. It's not one of those run like, where, you had Jerome Bettis or Tiki Barber or Sean Alexander. You had those guys that you could fall back on. I think this is more of a passing league now, and I think that they want to make sure that DB or secondary in general as healthy as possible, and you got the right guys in there.
Yeah, let's see. I think our defense, it should be more gritty and physical this season. Let's see.
If you
Fangio's defense, but
Miss Ash, if you wanted gritty and physical this season, who's your defensive back starters? That's a good question. Because I want to know who, like, not the finesse starters. Who's your starters? And you can keep Slay out. I just want to know who's your finesse starters. I mean, your physical starters. I got mine. I'm ready. I got Happy Father. Hey, Gene, I appreciate you. I'm about to say Happy Father's Day to her. That's crazy. I got, if it's physical, you got to put Blankenship in there because he tackles. Like, I don't know anybody else in that position right there that can tackle better than him as of yet. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, of course. Isaiah Rodgers. Quinyon Mitchell. Cooper DeJean in the slot.
I agree with you up until the last one.
Cooper DeJean is not in the slot for you?
I don't think you can put him in that bump and run. If we're going bump and run, I'm probably bringing him. I'm probably either going with Maddox or Hall. I can't put Cooper DeJean out there if we talking about putting hands on somebody. I don't see. That's the one thing I fear. Him getting in and boom, and then Buddy hit him with a ooh, and he wide open. We talking about being physical now. I mean, if you talk about just being as far as athleticism and things of that nature, then cool. But if we talking about being physical, I got to put one of the slots in I could trust to know his job 100%.
I say Cooper DeJean only because I feel like that trash talk from C.J. Gardner-Johnson and minicamp got to him, and I feel like that's going to trigger him to play the way we need him to play. I should say. That's why I said Cooper DeJean.
So I got one for you then. So you said that, right? So what does that do to Sidney Brown?
Great question. A positive answer. I am banking on Sidney Brown taking over Reed Blankenship's spot.
Just asking, because if it's going to affect one, then it should affect the other. Also.
I'm talking about at week 1, Brazil, where we can't wear green, right? I feel like that Reed Blankenship
that was a lie.
Starter. No. I don't think we're gonna wear
Jigga. I did not say I hate him ever.
I don't think we're gonna cool care. I don't think we're gonna be wearing our green, like midnight green, or even Kelly green. I think we're gonna wear the white. I think we're gonna wear the white.
All right. Yep. Let's see. Twiz says,
my God, here's the attack on Father's Day. Come on, man. Jesus.
Look. I ain't got nothing to do with it this time, dog. I'm just gonna let it ride.
I do not hate the man. You asking me, we playing physical defense. That means I'm putting hands, I'm getting physical, bump and run type defense. I don't know if I've never seen Cooper DeJean even play that. First off, go back and if you watch any of his college tape, he never played bump and run. He stayed off the ball. And we just gonna throw him in. We gonna try something. No, I'm gonna take Tyler Hall or Avonte Maddox. And y'all know I don't like Avonte, but I would rather have Avonte in that situation than Cooper DeJean. And that's just real.
That's saying a lot.
Now, if you want to come in and play physical defense with a 3 safety set, I'm all good with Cooper DeJean being on the field. Because more than likely, he covering an extra guy, so he not in bump and run. He still get the opportunity to play man, but he a little bit off the ball, so he got the opportunity to fill himself out. I'm cool with that. But you telling me he finna put hands on a CeeDee Lamb?
See, I don't trust him with CeeDee Lamb by himself. I really don't.
That's what I'm saying. We talk about. I mean, I've seen Rodgers play man-to-man bump and run defense with the Colts.
Right, that's why I said he'd be on Slay's side, Jigga, because Jigga wants Slay out of here. He wants Slay to be gone. Period.
Let's see. Miss Ash says, "What up, Rock the Artist?"
I'm not saying it won't happen, right? I'm not saying it won't, but just in my eyes, when I'm looking at the tape, when I'm looking at what's going on, I'm like,
yeah,
dang, like I haven't seen Cooper do it. I haven't seen him do it at all. I could be wrong though. I could be dead wrong.
Yeah,
I could be dead wrong.
It could change.
It could always happen.
Squid says Ringo would be my number one in physical.
Hey, Jigga.
Yeah, we
Hey,
know
Jigga.
he don't even care. He gonna get a penalty and all. He don't got no care in the
Hey,
world.
Jigga. And that's why I was going with it, right? Remember he got in, what was that, the Rams game, right? He got in the Rams game. It got 2 penalties in 1 play.
Quick.
Dude can't turn his hips for nothing. You know, I understand, you know, the AJ Brown cosign. I understand how good he is in the mini camps and the OTAs. I get it. Don't get me wrong. Hey man, I just watched your latest video. No cut, man. Look, man, great work, man. Keep going, bro. Keep going.
And salute to everybody that's watching, man.
I don't want us to get on the Ringo train just yet. I need to see more, especially when we get physical in training camp. You know, I need us to really be in detail with that. Come on. We can't sit up there and say Ringo got that spot where we got other guys that qualify for that. Isaiah Rodgers, Quayon Mitchell is our number 1 draft pick. Other guys is equipped to be in that spot. So if we're gonna say Kelee Ringo is one of those guys, look, it was one point we were talking about putting him at safety where Reed Blankenship is because he could tackle, but the way he moved with like tight ends, and the way he moves with like the slot receivers, it's going to hurt us. It's really going to hurt us. So if he got better at moving, then I could reconsider it. But as of right now, the Kelee Ringo, I feel like that he's going to hurt the defense more than help it, especially when it's an in game. We'll see our preseason though. We gonna see. We really gonna see.
Right. Let's see. I knew his weakness, and that's what he's been working on.
You talk to him? I'm just asking because I'm like, I'm just asking because I feel like that Kelee Ringo has the weaknesses, and I don't want to just put him out there expecting high praise because he got it from AJ Brown, because he got it from staff, to the point where it's like, all right, you need to be Dion, like, or you need to be this type of a cornerback. We need to be getting stops, or we need to be getting some turnovers. And if you're not that guy, now we're criticizing that. You know, I know how Philadelphia Eagles fans is.
That's what I said, Kev. But you know, that's what I had said.
Yep.
I thought it should be Brown and CJ, but
it should be. I'm not saying it shouldn't.
No,
I
ain't saying you. I ain't saying you. I'm just saying like we know how our organization is. So I just hopefully Vic Fangio really got 100% control of the defense, and Sidney Brown show up in camp, and then we'll really see.
What I think.
Now, if week 1, Sidney Brown and CJ Gardner-Johnson are the starting safety.
I feel like I don't think week 1.
You never know.
No. Only because of the injury. I think either week 2 or 3.
But he was cleared though. He was cleared the whole camp. He was held out for precautionary period just to make sure.
But
he's 100% for camp.
Well, we got to see how training camp goes.
So you telling me if he on the same trajectory as everybody else, he come out with pads on the day everybody else do, he playing at the same pace. He's available for week 1, and he outperforms Reed Blankenship on the field week 1.
If he outperforms Reed Blankenship, no.
Okay.
Sidney Brown is on the field. What I'm saying is we got to see how training camp goes.
Well, I know he was clear because he said like he was clear, he was good. But the Eagles, we know how our training staff is too. They'll still hold him out like, yeah, we just wait to training camp. He really don't need to be out.
This is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to
be good. I think training camp day 1 he'll be full action like everybody else. That's my opinion. I think when we put pads on, when everybody suit up and ready to go, and we start really installing this game plan, really getting down to the nitty gritty, I believe Sidney Brown will be on the field.
Okay.
Exactly. So, all right, let's get to the hype video behind the scene that we saw this past week. First up, ladies and gentlemen, we got our boy Jalen freaking Hurts. So I know y'all saw all these clips this past week. So we'll start with Smitty. What's your thoughts on the behind the scenes hype video for the link?
Hey man, I'm ready to see what we bring to the table, man. It looked like them boys was a little focused. It looked like they still having a good time. And that's what you want to see, man. You want to you want to see love, man, happiness, man. I don't think we've seen a lot of that last year. I don't think we've seen a lot of enjoyment of what was going on. So I'm really ready to see what they can put on the field, man. I think it's going to be an exciting season for the Eagles, man. And I'm just glad to see the team bonded, having a good time. Really seeing a dude like Saquon in this image feel like he's embracing being an Eagle. You know what I mean? Like CJ Gardner-Johnson fell right back in his role. You see the young guys in these clips. Like it was a small moment, but it's a moment where CJ Gardner-Johnson, Cooper DeJean, and Keely Ringo are having like a moment. They having a moment where they like kind of like taking a picture together, and CJ go to screaming. I don't know if it's gonna come up in this clip. He go to screaming, and then they look at him. They're like, "Oh, he's screaming. Oh, we need to scream too. Like, make sure we following Big Bruh." So like, I like that. I like that energy. I think they're gonna feed off that energy on the field. It's coming right here in a few seconds. It's coming. Oh yeah, you're right. Pause. See right here. Yeah, like if you don't pay attention real close, both of them look at CJ for a brief second, like while they doing it, and they like, like okay, let me get into it too. Like it's that type of thing. Like I think it's gonna translate on the field. You're gonna see CJ Gardner-Johnson out there busting chops, trying to make sure he getting every ounce that he got on every play. You're gonna see the other guys with him, man, performing at the same. So I think. The hype video just shows me guys still having fun. Guys are, what I'm saying? Guys are just ready to get this thing popping like we is. So,
yep. King?
CJ Gardner-Johnson is going to have a C on his jersey. Period. Anything this offseason told me was that CJ Gardner-Johnson makes a huge difference in our secondary attitude-wise alone. The fact that you have one of your rookies drop an interception from Jalen Hurts, and he just basically just yelling at him and everything, and then he comes back the next mini camp practice and he makes a play.
Appreciate that, Eagle Nation.
That's one of those things. That's one of those things that you got to look at. Even what the Smitty just pointed out, CJ Gardner-Johnson screams.
It was great, DB, and they just like look at it, just like
right.
Get into it too,
it's like yo, old head screaming. Like, we gotta go in.
Yeah,
like, we there. That's leadership.
And they go back to what you said earlier, like hearing that him yelling, screaming, making them get in that mode. They still hear that, right?
You
probably telling them follow me.
Him?
Look, I got you.
Right.
Put you in the right spot. Let's go.
Right. And I feel like, no offense to Kevin Byard that just got thrown into the fire and all that last season, but I feel like that he's a better leader in that safety room than him for the Philadelphia Eagles because he stands for what we need. We need that type of defense.
But I don't think Kevin Byard brings the same energy at all. You know what I mean? Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And I think, he's going to try to hold guys accountable, but like CJ bring that like fired up.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. Hey, bro, I'm not going to say it.
Bro, that is so wild. Look. They going to both look at him. And then they start like, let's get to it.
They did.
They're like,
they did.
Yeah.
But I don't never want to see a play call but the two Caucasian guys out there on the field. I don't want to see that. CJ Gardner-Johnson, if he's healthy, not going to win all 17 games, needs to be out on the field. But I do think that one of these guys could take Reed Blankenship's spot. I really do. I think Reed Blankenship could be more of a secondary bench.
The only problem with him taking his spot, the only person I can see is probably Sidney. Because I don't think nobody. I think it's Sidney that can take his spot. I don't think Avonte can necessarily take his spot.
Not him.
Who you think can take his spot? Cooper?
I think Cooper can.
They don't want to lock Cooper into a spot though. You heard Fangio already say that. I know he's not taking a solid spot.
I understand that. But let's just say Tyler Hall or somebody else like Avonte Maddox or something like that is killing it in the slot, right? But you got to make room for this youngin on defense.
Yeah, but he's gonna be the rover already though. You already know his role. He's gonna be in a lot playing the extra safety corner linebacker role, where he's gonna be all over in that middle of the field top end area.
I don't know, man.
I don't think he's gonna lock him in. We drafted him for a reason, bro. We didn't take a linebacker because we felt Cooper DeJean can play more positions than one. So locking him in at safety to me just wouldn't execute what Cooper DeJean does best.
But why do y'all think? Because Eagle Nation Cash. I'm sorry, Eagle Nation Cash. What's up? He basically said that they're going to end up being the starters at some point. Why do y'all think that?
Sidney just brings so much more fire than Reed, bro. So much more promise. You see so much more in what he got going on. Like when you look at Sidney and you look at Reed, you like, Reed decent, but you see Sidney and it's like, if he can just control that speed, if he could just slow it down just a tad bit and really lock in and play DB and really see what's going on the field, read the field, and then react instead of reacting and then reading, which leads to him missing plays, missing tackles. I think he brings more of like upside than Reed Blankenship. I think he brings more talent than Reed Blankenship. And I think he does more. I think he can do more on the field. Like I think you can trust him in coverage. You know what I'm saying? Once you get him to really, like I said, read and react, you can put him in coverage and not be like, oh, he gonna get burnt.
I agree. I will put them two as a starter day one, but they're gonna look at that injury. They're gonna try to be precautious. I feel like that it's not gonna happen in the beginning of the season. It depends on the play of Reed Blankenship, where he's going to be at. I don't think they're going to start him out week one because of the injury. They want to see where he's at with it. They really are banking on.
He did 99 yards.
Listen, the 2022, bro. Eagle Nation Cash. I already know he did that. I was man, when he did that, I said, yo, we about to win this game against the Cardinals. That ain't what happened though. But I was for it. I was like, yo, he took that drawing back to the crib. I said, bro, we about to win this. I'm grilling. I'm like, yo, bro. I'm talking to my wife. I'm like, yo, we winning this game. She's like, yeah, that's good. We winning. Okay, because she's not into sports. I'll go back out there. I'm like, yo, really? Really? This is what we doing? I just think that the secondary has to be on point. That's what I think.
Ricks, what happens to you, Brody?
Ricks is not a bad corner. I just think that it's too much talent in front of him for him to get any snaps. That's where I'm at with it. He's not a bad corner at all. I think that out of all the guys that played last season, even Kelly Ringo, I think he outplayed them as well. But it's too much talent ahead of him, and then Kelly Ringo took his game to another notch, was pushing him back towards like practice squad, or maybe even off the team and probably with another squad, another team.
He gonna be in the rotation. He gonna be
I
the
don't see it. I don't see it, bro.
Got to.
How?
We did it the other night. He was the 7th one. Remember, we had 7.
No, we made him the 7th one. But that's not what reports are saying about him. We made him the 7th one.
I think Rick's gonna be in the squad, bro. I think Josh Jobe. Yeah, he can go. He ain't showed me nothing.
I'm not worried about him. I'm just saying, like, bro, you got too many cornerbacks on the squad that can make a play or two that we ain't got to sit up there.
Who in front of Rick other than the 4? Other than Slay, Mitchell, DeJean, Rogers, Ringo.
Avonte Maddox.
Avonte Maddox is safety. He didn't play any cornerback snaps.
You said safety?
He's been playing safety.
Okay. Tyler Hall.
Okay.
So you said who else?
I think Tyler Hall is 50-50 though. I think they about in the same boat.
Who else you say?
I said Cooper DeJean, Slay, Quinyon, Isaiah Rogers. I said Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, you said it. You said Tyler Hall.
I think Tyler Hall and him in the same boat though. I don't think either one of them stood out enough to take each other's spot. I think they're in the same boat.
Okay, so let's just say McPherson is still there. If Jobe is out, you still sign Sean Stevenson or Stephen or whatever his name is. You got him. I think he's more competing with those guys. I don't think that Ricks is one of those guys that's going to actually make an impact unless he does something crazy in training camp.
Right.
And I like Ricks, but I think that is too much talent ahead of him. That's like, he might not make it on that 53. He's going to be a part of the 90 though, but he might not make it there at 53.
Right. Travis Rickens says, Hurts comments on Sirianni open-minded hit different.
Hey, no.
Why?
Hold on. For the guy that says Jalen freaking Hurts as his name on Twitter, and he got his whole what you need to go first on this comment.
I hate the media, man. I hate the media sometimes. Why don't they just leave this kid alone? All he's trying to do is focus on football. That's all this kid's trying to do. He's just trying to get better. He's just trying to get this team to the promised land where he belongs. Why does the media want to write stupid-ish about my dang gone quarterback? I wanted to stop all this narrative that this kid gets is driving me insane. All because he didn't say anything nice to Nick Sirianni. All because of that. He got a new offensive coordinator in Kellen Moore, ladies and gentlemen. He's controlled the offense now. Nick Sirianni is the CEO. The CEO. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. If you watch the clip from back in 2022, where Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts still do the hand motion and stuff, they still cool. Like, why can't we just stop listening to these media people talking bad about our boy? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I just want people to realize you got yourself a franchise quarterback. I hate this little notion of negadelphia where we're always negative at people. We got a franchise quarterback. Can we back him up? I get it. Team first, player second. Can we back this kid up? Because sooner or later, we're going to do something real stupid in this city that's going to drive him out. And then we're going to drive AJ out. And then we're going to drive Devontae out because they're best friends. They're besties. They're ride or die and brother in arm. Can we just back up Jalen freaking Hurts and let the media shut the hell up? I'm tired of all these reports. I bet you when they see Brandon Graham and Jalen Hurts together, they could say, "Oh, Brandon Graham don't trust Jalen Hurts. Oh, Brandon Graham just don't." When Brandon Graham in the Bills game, you don't know Jalen like I know Jalen. Can we just back up our quarterback? Let's not be street rat fans that don't know how the heck they to pay their people. God, y'all go ahead. I can't stand this media. I really can't. I
Eagle Nation.
The media people.
I got a question.
Shut up.
I got a question. So you said Philadelphia media is trying to humble Jalen Hurts. How do you humble one of the most humble people on earth? How do you bring somebody who is one with the earth back to earth? Like,
thank you.
I don't get it. Like, humble him. I was just gonna ask that. Humble him for what? But a man don't gloat. He don't glitz. He don't glamour. He play football. He barely smile. He barely bull. He don't talk. If you don't be on the field, I can't say if he talk track, but he don't even look like he do that. Like, he looked like if we won the championship, he would pass somebody else the trophy and hide in the back of the group.
Now I sound like Mark Holmes now.
Like, I just don't understand why Philadelphia fans and media feed into the same bullshit. Like, it's unnecessary that because Jalen Hurts didn't say, "Oh, I love Sirianni and he's the greatest guy ever and he should be here for eternity." Oh no, they're not getting along. They're not happy. I think Jalen Hurts is ready for Nick Sirianni to leave the locker room. I think he's ready for him to get out of it. Like, I just don't understand how we get here. Every player that goes, we get to the same spot, the same place where we like, oh, he don't like us. I don't even know when it happened. Was it T.O.? Like, was T.O. like the first one where they're like, okay, we're gonna start the Negadelphia type situation? It feel like it. It feel like it. Cause I don't remember them really running nobody else out. Like how they've been doing lately. Like, it's just so nasty, bro. And then you turn on every form of Philadelphia media to find something new. And I'm not talking about the content creators. I'm not talking about the guys that we watch on YouTube, who we follow. No, it's the guys you got blocked on Twitter, where you go to YouTube and they come up in the algorithm because you're watching Philadelphia Eagle content. And you start listening to it and you're like, well, you really make me sick to my stomach. You really aggravate. You make me like really like upset that soon as something small, something minute that nobody understands why you go there. You find the smallest of crumbs. What is it saying? The faith of a mustard seed. You find a mustard seed, you turn it into a pumpkin, and you make it grow. And I just don't understand. They are like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. They're always doing something just to do it, and then they apologize later when they're wrong. It just doesn't make sense to me. Why not just back the teams that you're covering, whether they're your team or not? Just back them. Just back them. I mean, you're here. You're getting paid to do a service. You're getting paid to be a reporter for a football team, and you're giving information to fans. You're not. Who else is sponsoring you other than the fans? The players aren't watching you and giving you all these views and likes. It's us. So you're supposed to make sure the content is what the fan is looking for. Why are you being negative and having, like, I've seen more Philadelphia media members blocked than reposted. It don't make sense.
And it's bad enough, before I let King go, it's bad enough that we got to hear all this nonsense from Cowboy fans, from FS1, from ESPN and NFL Network. It's bad enough. Now we got to listen to people on 94 WIP. Now we got to listen to people on 97.5 The Fanatic. And some of our own fans talking bad about this kid. Now, thank God he don't give a dang what any of us got to say about him. But still, like, come on now. All because he didn't back up his head coach. I'm sorry. What's he supposed to do? Say, I love my head coach. He's the best head coach in the world. I love Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni, happy birthday.
Yeah, that's what he's supposed to say. It was. It literally was. That's what they wanted.
Wait.
They would prefer him to be the robot than to be just himself. He was doing the interview to talk about sports. Like, y'all asked him about Sirianni like 3 times in a row. Oh my God, is this a Sirianni interview or is this Jalen Hurts in football? Like, is this about the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback and what we got coming on the offense, or are we worried about Nick Sirianni having a job? I just don't understand.
Yeah. Go ahead, King.
94.1, 97.5, The Fanatic. Both radio stations are just reaching to try to find something to talk about in this dry off part of the off season before training camp. This is basically all it is, right? Jalen Hurts in press conference, he basically said, when he was asked the question about Nick Sirianni, he basically said that Nick Sirianni is great. He's always trying to look for the right thing to say and all that. How is that not positive about your head coach? Number one. Number two, I feel like, he has every right, just outside, inside looking outward of the team, especially if you follow any other content creators or anything like that. We all know that Nick Sirianni took over the play calling, and Brian Johnson was the face of the negativity, which got him out the door. That's just the reality of what happened with the Philadelphia Eagles. Nick Sirianni was calling those plays, period. So it gives the right for Jalen Hurts, somebody that you paid a lot of money for, to be one of the top quarterbacks in the league. You paid this money for him to actually be the face of the organization. So, of course, you're going to sit up there and have him say, or chuckle at certain things because it's like, yo, we don't need him to do this. This is why he's focusing on the Kellen Moore offense. Kellen Moore is the face of the offense right now. And then also Doug Nussmeier is one of his right hands. He has to be in tune with him with throws that he needs to be making on certain plays. The pre-snaps, he got to be familiar with that. Nick Sirianni don't know any of those things because, as you see in 2023, the offense was stagnant. It was stagnant to the point where the guy that's the cover of Madden right now was calling out our plays to the Manning brothers. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta realize this, right, about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts just want to win. He don't have no enemies. He really don't have no enemies. All he wants to do is win. I don't feel like that him and Nick Sirianni are enemies. They're not enemies at all. They got a secret handshake. They always talking amongst each other. It's bound. Like, man, look, me and Smitty got a show on Wednesday. Me and Smitty was on Birds of Broad Street once upon a time together. It was times that maybe we both were frustrated with each other, but we're still going to show up on Wednesday to give y'all a show. That's what I'm saying. Like, we really got to stop thinking about it being Jalen Hurts has an issue with Nick Sirianni. No, he's the head coach. The organization hired him back as a head coach, even though majority of the fan base don't agree with it, including myself. But at the same time, he's the head coach. We know what he can bring, especially in 2022 when he was, nodding at the screen. I'm going to have that in one of my intros, by the way. When he said, I know what the F I'm doing. He said that when we scored a 2-point conversion. But his downfall is he don't know when to stop, to the point where you got QB1, when he's trying to say first down when they was doing a challenge and he put his hand down. He don't know when to stop. That's the whole thing. But overall, I don't think they have an issue. I think that it's more so that the relationship with Jalen Hurts and Brian Johnson possibly got tarnished. That's just me thinking outside the box. Possibly got tarnished, but him and Nick Sirianni doesn't have an issue as long as Nick Sirianni, Nick Sirianni knows his place. And his place is to be that cheerleader and monitor everything. But I think it's going to be different this year because I feel like he respects Kellen Moore, just like he respects Nick Fangio. So I don't think he's going to be butting in as much as he did with the Sean Desai and the Brian Johnson. I don't think that's the case at all. And with all that put together, you're going to see them cackling on the sideline when Jalen Hurts come out in the third quarter and you see a Kenny Pickett fourth quarter showing because we are basically ahead by so much on the team. Like, we really got to, like, back up this quarterback. You know, I don't understand why we hate this quarterback. I've been in numerous of counties in PA that says they rather people rather have Carson Wentz of old. I'm not talking about Carson Wentz that with the Commanders or whatever like that. I'm talking about Carson Wentz of old with us. They rather have him back than because they want a gunslinger. They don't like this dual threat. Whereas though that we're sitting up there vouching for him.
It's called PTSD.
Yeah, he got us multiple wins. And basically now he's the problem. How is he the problem when we had bad coordinators last season? Y'all wasn't saying that in 2022. And now since other people like the Cowboys fans and so forth, oh, the fumble is the reason why y'all lost. That's not the reason why we lost because we was up 10. Now, if we were tied ball game at that point, or if they went ahead after that fumble, then I'm like, all right, that's the reason why we lost. But we were up 10 after that fumble. So I say that to say this. Jalen Hurts is still top 10 quarterback of the league. I don't care about no good season by Jordan Love. I don't care about any of that. My guy, Jalen Hurts, is still top 10 at least quarterback of the National Football League. Period. Got further than Joe Burrow, even though he was hurt. Got further than Josh Allen. Got further than Trevor Lawrence. You know, I don't understand why we having this conversation at all. And, you know, that's why I said I wanted Cool Cat to go first because he's the huge, the biggest pause Jalen Hurts fan there is. Yep. So that's why I'm saying, like, you know, we really got to back our quarterback, man. We can't sit up there and question it and listen to these Fox Sports and even our own radio station, 94.1, 97.5. We can't listen to them. Because at the end of the day, it's only one Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts always prevail since college. We got to stop this. We have to. So shout out to Jalen Hurts, man. He did make it official that he's going to be at the softball game. I will be there.
Yeah, I tagged you.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
You
I was like, yes.
You didn't respond, though. I said, yeah, let me tag you.
Well, go ahead, Cool Cat.
Exactly, man. Salute to everybody that's watching. Exactly, Aaron. Jalen freaking Hurts, man. Listen, you can listen to everybody in Cowboy Nation. You can listen to FS1, ESPN, NFL Network. You can listen to 94, the WIP, or 97.5, the Fanatic, all you want. But here on Broad Street Aftermath, we'll tell you the truth, man. 34-17 as a starter. 2-time Pro Bowler, second-time team All-Pro, NFC East champ, NFC champ, 63.4 complete percentage, 11,764 yards, 67 touchdowns, 34 interceptions, 524 attempts, 2,503 yards, 41 rushing touchdowns, 8 game-winning drives, and 6 fourth-quarter comebacks. But according to all these haters, doubters, and critics, y'all want another quarterback. When you got Boss Cowboy doing a live video talking about Dak tell Dak Prescott Happy Father's Day. Yeah.
I got a question for everybody. Real quick. Because we did this last season for our coordinators. Who is the season?
You gonna steal my question? You gonna steal my question?
I'm not gonna steal your question because I didn't know you was gonna ask it.
You know I was gonna spin it back again.
Who is this season big on? Vic Fangio or Kellen Moore?
He stole my bars, man.
Look! I didn't know you was gonna ask it.
All right, Jay-Z.
Wow.
Go ahead. What was the question? Good job.
Jay-Z out here stealing Biggie bars. This is crazy.
He heard it. Listen, who's the season?
Who's the season on?
Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore or Vic Fangio? After last season, think about it.
After last season, when it comes to the offense, you still got everybody except we got a new running back and we got some new pieces on offensive line. I'm not worried about the offense. But if I got to choose, it got to be the defense. So it got to be Vic Fangio because
explain
how I don't want my defense to get. We got a bunch of and AFC North people coming with Lamar Jackson, with Deshaun Watson, with Joe Burrow, knock on wood, and Russell Wilson. We got the center of the crime with Baker Mayfield and the Bucks.
Who did
Washington Commanders talking about Chase Daniel or whatever the hell this guy is. I ain't trying to see my defense get put up.
Who's dealing with more unproven talent? Who's dealing with the most unproven talent? Defense or offense? You possibly got 3 or 4 rookies on defense that's going to get high playing time. You probably got 1 on offense. Probably. And that could be nullified if you get a Paris Campbell playing receiver 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you look at it. Who got the most money invested? Offense or defense? Jalen Hurts paid. AJ Brown paid. Saquon Barkley paid. Devontae Smith paid. Landon Dickerson paid. Jordan Mailata paid. Lane Johnson paid. Who got more on their head?
Yeah, you're right. It gotta be Kellen Moore. You're right.
Kellen Moore got to live up to the expectations. He got to make sure it's 2 receivers on his team. Got to have 1,000 yards or the fan base going crazy. Saquon Barkley better have over 1,100 rushing yards. Fan base going crazy.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts better be put in better position. The offense better look smooth. You give Vic Fangio a little edge because first we've been running his defense for 3 years.
Right, you're right. You gotta be the offense.
We've been running his defense for 3 years. He's the vet. He's coming in. He's pretty much known around the league for what he does. Kellen Moore, to me, last year, if he had a great season with the Chargers, then the question marks would probably be a little bit more even. But his offense being hurt, so many question marks about whether or not he prepared them to be good with or without, the starters in, which you go into a team who over the past 5 years has been the most injured team in the NFL. So a lot more questions on him. You watch Vic Fangio last year without cornerback 1 or cornerback 2 still put out a competent defense in Miami. Right. He didn't have Xavier. He didn't have Jalen. He put out a competent defense. And then you watch him lose half of his defensive line in 2 games. He lost them first in that Jets game, and then he turned around and lost them in the Giants game. So you lose 2 of your best defensive players, 4 in total, which is basically your top talent, and he still put out a competent defense. I think if you look at it, for me, you gotta say it's Kellen Moore because Vic Fangio. I think it's a little bit more like if Vic Fangio don't succeed, it's like he had rookies, and more than likely, if you look at it, it's probably gonna be. I think Vic Fangio will get a bigger pass. You want the defense. To me, I think the fan base wants the defense to look better, perform a little bit better, but it doesn't have to perform as well as the offense needs to.
You're right.
Don't
What's your question?
don't feed in the pack, man. He'll
I'm not.
he,
I'm not. I just looked and backed up.
yeah,
I'm
you know,
not feeling into that.
yeah.
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 Twiz
Bad
says
sauce.
Saquon gotta stay healthy. Twiz says that defense is a huge question mark. I'm not reading the next one. And the running back to me has been the most important pivot spot for me the last couple of years. I think we have a lot on Saquon's shoulders. We need him more late in season.
But Jigga, you just read right into my point. If the defense is the biggest question mark, then that it means in your head you're expecting the offense to be the biggest answer. So who you relying on more? Like, look, you just said give me a top 15 defense. 15 to 17 next year, nobody complains. Get an offense outside the top 10.
Yeah.
Watch what happens. That's I mean, I'm just being real. Watch what happens. Let Kellen Moore leave next season with a top 15 defense, offense. Kellen Moore. What's gonna happen?
I feel like this, right? It's a difference between you being on Master Chef and having the ingredients to make a great dish or a couple of great dishes in the offense, because you got the offense at a standpoint. You know, Kellen Moore has the biggest upside. You know, he needs to prevail here. Number one, to become a head coach in the NFL. Number two, to elevate Jalen Hurts in his offense, especially with Saquon Barkley in the backfield. I don't think Vic Fangio has that issue because now he got guys in place that he didn't have with the Chargers last season. Oh, not the Chargers. I'm sorry, Dolphins last season. He don't have that guy. He don't have those guys. He has a Parker. He has a Clint Hurt that was a defensive coordinator that can see the rest of the field. I feel like that he's going to put these hungry rookies or young guys that, you know, in a position to actually, you know, succeed. I don't think that, you know, we had the right positional coaches with a Jonathan Gannon and last season with Sean Desai / the other guy that I don't like. I'm not going to say his name, but we didn't have the right positional coaches there. Whereas though I feel like this year we do. That's what I'm banking on. And I'm also banking on Vic Fangio to stick to his word to put the best product out there, and not just because we paying them a lot or anything like that. I want us to put the best product out there each and every game to the point where we can cause turnovers. Clint Hurt being on conditioning all season with the Jordan Davises, the Jalen Carters of the world, the Milton Williams, so we can be able to, you know, get pressure on the quarterback. But Kellen Moore has a lot to deal with, man. We got 1A, 1B wide receivers, tight end, probably I'll say top 10 tight ends, top 2 running backs to me. Jalen Hurts, top 10 quarterback, offensive line, one of the best, if not the best in the league. Kellen Moore has to make that gel. If he doesn't make that gel, this is it for him. He would not, if this doesn't gel right, he would not get another opportunity to be an interview for a head coaching position, period. You got too much talent on this team, number one. Number two, Jalen Hurts' success relies on where your career goes at this point, period. So all in all, yeah, Kellen Moore does have more to prove than Vic Fangio. I think Vic Fangio is going to feed off of the offense. I think that Vic Fangio is going to basically rely more on his positional coaches, the inside linebackers, Parker, Clint Hurt. He's going to rely on them a lot because he trusts those guys. And I feel like that, you know, we're going to ball out. You know, the defense is going to show out. I feel like that they can be a top 15 defense, you know, in the league. You know, we're going to be better than we was last season. You know, especially if we get rid of some, you know, dead weight.
What up, AK?
We got to get rid of some dead weight. What's up, AK? I gotta remember that's him.
Yep.
I gotta remember that's him. I'm used to seeing the bird with his arms folded and all that. I'm used to seeing that, so I gotta remember that's him.
Yep. But yeah. So salute to everybody that's watching. So before we wrap up, y'all know how we end it with what's coming up this week on Inside the Nest, the check down. Cool Cat mentioned BOBS. So what's left for with the check down, Smitty?
We took a week off, so we back this week with the college breakdown, man. We're gonna start breaking down these conferences. Since the Pac-12 has been dissolved, I know a lot of people, if you're not following college football, you don't know where these guys are. You don't know where some of these teams are located. So we're just gonna give you a little quick, overview of what's going on, and then the following week. No, I think it's gonna be 2 weeks of breakdown. So we're gonna break down 2 conferences this week, 2 conferences next week. Then the following week, we're gonna come out with the top 25.
Yep. Inside the Nest with these two, what you guys cooking up?
Birds, man. We talking about birds, man. Every Wednesday, man, 7 p.m., man, we talking birds. It's all about the birds, man. We'll figure out something, to do this weekend, man. We tried to call in last week. I think a few people probably was working and things of that nature. So we just having a good time on the show, man, waiting for things to cook back up. So we gonna figure out some fun things to do with the people, man.
Yep. Anything you got on your channel, King? Coming up?
A lot, man. It's a lot, man. Look, I'm starting to record again and putting that product out. Also, June 29th, I will be at the softball game in Allentown. June 29th, the Devontae Smith softball game. I will be there. Also, I am meeting with the guy. I'm eligible to ask one question to Devontae Smith, and I'm going to be taking a picture. I might do a vlog. It starts with the home run derby, so you might catch me at that point. So stay tuned for that at the end of the month. But recording, also coming out with a show soon as training camp starts. Flying high with 2 of my guys. King Fly Joint, aka Timmy, also Coach Walt. So we got things working on the channel. So going on with the Eagles channels. So just you want to subscribe, like, and click that notification so you don't miss anything Eagles. From us 3, Birds of Broad Street, Inside the Nest, the check down. We giving it to y'all every single week. So just if you support us, support everything that we do, man, and we give it right back to you guys. We're gonna have jersey giveaways. We're gonna have ticket giveaways. Things like that. So as long as you support us, we giving it right back to y'all. So it's all family here, man. And as always, fly Eagles fly.
There you go. And for me, before we wrap up, it's real simple. Cool Cat mentioned Birds of Broad Street tomorrow, 3 o'clock. 7:45, same thing as today. Going to be talking a whole lot of Eagles. Going to be seeing what we're up to with the shows. Get ready. So let's give our final thoughts. You heard from King. Let's hear from Smitty, and then I'm gonna wrap up and get ready to go, y'all. So go ahead, Smitty. Final thoughts.
Oh man, it's a fun off season, man. Love y'all for staying out here, man, and keep going. So what I'm saying. Yeah, man. It's Fly Eagles Fly, man. Go Birds. Till next time.
Yep. For me, guys, listen. Any final thoughts, King, before we wrap up? So I won't forget you.
It's just Fly Eagles Fly, man. I appreciate everybody, man. Look, man, me and No Cap gotta do something quick, man. I did like his product, shout him out. I did like his product, and just information on the Philadelphia Eagles. So we do gotta work together soon, even if it's on Inside the Nest. I really want to work with him again.
Yep, and for me, y'all, it's always Fly Eagles Fly. It's always Jalen freaking Hurts. It's Go Birds around here. Listen, we ain't going nowhere. We're going to give y'all the best content we could possibly can. I know it's a slow off season, but training camp is just around the corner. So please subscribe to all the channels, y'all. Thank y'all for the 140 people watching the channel. Fly Eagles Fly, Go Birds, and remember, for every single off season, there's always an aftermath.
Fly,